G'day, welcome back to Goldson's Gold Making Weekly Recap, The War Within, episode 16. So, in the last week, I'm up 2,493,064 gold. My total gold earned since the launch of the War Within expansion is still currently 0. I have recorded 1,273 hours across 2 accounts of in-game time, which means I have lost, on average, 5.8k gold per hour. I created a tailoring bolt video on the channel that might interest you. Made some progress working on my thaumaturgy mega shuffling routine. Started to figure out how to make gold during lull periods in the game. Still waiting for patch 11.1.0 to go live on the PTR. But all in all, I had a pretty full-on week as usual. Stay tuned for a more in-depth review on how I track my gold and how I spent my time in the game after the intro. G'day truth seekers and confused admirers, Goldson here, showing you a different mindset regarding virtual wealth creation. By setting goals, minimizing the distractions, the power of being focused and consistent. My goal for the War Within is to obtain 100 million gold. Join me on my adventure where I can impart knowledge and important life lessons that has made me the person who I am today. Hey fellas, Tuesday weekly recap, War Within episode 16, like the intro says. Fuck man, my chair's supposed to be locked in a 90-degree position, but my chair's getting old. Secret Labs chair, by the way. This is my second Secret Labs chair, and I don't know, it's kind of annoying. Like, I don't like it how it rocks. I think the next chair I'm not going to get a gaming chair. I'm going to get a fucking ergonomic one, which is, they're probably like double or triple the price than a gaming chair. But I think because I'm sitting down predominantly in my job in IRL and online, I guess I'm predominantly sitting down. So I really think it's worth the investment to get an ergonomic chair. I'll have to look into it, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking about that. But today we got the weekly recap video, and according to looking at the thumbnail, if you clicked on the video, we made a bit of gold, and I want to go through it with you in the first segment with what I crafted. Right, so this week we're putting it in order of revenue, so you can see here on the screen I haven't put this in before, but this one's like I've just added up. I count all the stuff that I make. That I make and sell, and I've just added up the total revenue, and all the stuff that I made with concentration added up to 1.785 million or whatever revenue. So that's not profit. Like, you obviously got to take away the profit from that. Oh, sorry, the cost. So by looking at this and the thumbnail, because all I did was concentration craft, did my patron orders like 4 times on all my alts. I do on my 8 main alts. I do like the daily patron orders on those. What else I do? But majority of last week I just did thaumaturgy. Like, I was just getting data for the thaumaturgy. I made the thaumaturgy video and shit like that. Shit, eyes are getting blurry. Fuck, I need to go carnival. But yeah, so we're looking. It's hard to calculate exactly, but that's why I do the proof of gold section, which is coming up in today's video. Like every week, I just have a simple way of calculating my net worth in game over time, like whether it's down or up, and sort of have a metric of like how much time I've played, and then using those 2 metrics to get an average gold per hour, which I think is the most accurate way to measure gold per hour. But yeah, the biggest ticket revenue item was Sunset Spell Thread, man. I made 1,082 of these bad boys, and I'm not even fully decked out yet. Like, I probably got like maybe one more week to go, and then I got I got 340 knowledge points on my tailors, which is basically a spell thread factory. I can guarantee spell threads. Like, if there's a mad demand for rank 3s, I can go through and pump out like rank 3 materials and craft all of my shit all in one go, or I can do the more profitable route and craft it all with concentration, which is fucking wild, man. You know, there's 4 sessions a week where I craft Sunset Spell Thread, so you can roughly say that I make 270 every time I do a session, so it's a fair bit. Yeah, I made Enchant Weapon Authority of Depths. That was the second highest revenue, even though the price of these has come way down. I should have been tracking the revenue since the start. That would have been cool to see the revenue. Definitely at the start of launch, if we were doing stuff, the revenue would have been so high. I made blastomites. I made 3,111 blastomites. Basically, this is all from Toji. Like every Thermatoj session, like an hour, I get about 60 or 70 of these things. And I make blastomites from my alchemist every week as well. So I get a few of them. It all adds up. I did sell a few. It's probably why my gold's gone up a bit. But like, because I've been doing the Thermatogy a bit more, and like I noticed that as the profitability of Thermatogy goes down and down, there's less blastomites being produced because no one's doing it. So I'm thinking, like if the bots are coming online and they're pumping like all this cheap materials, then maybe we're going to have steady income of blastomites. But I'm just thinking like next season, maybe we hold on to the blastomites or just sell them. Or like, I don't know. Part of me wants to put my money where my mouth is and just fucking hold it for season 2. And like if it goes up, it goes up. If it doesn't, it goes down. Oh well, then I put my money where my fucking mouth is, eh? How's that? But like serious, like the blastomites are always going to be valuable all the way up until the end of the expansion. And yeah, if more and more people start cotton on to Thermatogy as the meta, as I outlined in my last week's video, and everyone's just using Thermatogy to get their cheap materials, it's going to get to the point where like the profitability is like so low, people would be like, oh fuck it, and then when they decide that, then there'll be less blastomites on the market. So, and if there's increased demand, we could see the price rise. So who knows? I crafted file of bountiful seasons at the first leg of the the week. Made a shitload of them. I think I've still got them all in my bank, but I could have sold them. I can't remember, man, to be honest. I honestly can't remember, but they're there somewhere. But like I know these vials are going to go up in value, so I'm just making them with concentration now to maybe sell later on, like when it actually goes live. Because if you're a crafter and you're not using the file of bountiful seasons for the next 6 months, like when it launches, then I guess you wouldn't be fully profitable. But like it just makes sense, man. And they only last 30 minutes, so if you're doing like mad crafting sessions, you're going to need a shitload of these. And because I've got all the alchemists, I can technically craft all of them myself and save even more money, especially if I'm using them all myself. But there's no way I can use 1,400 in a week. No way. So I can definitely make my own and then sell the difference and then make money off that. So we're trying to make money both ways, I guess, in terms of saving gold and selling for gold. But anyway, we made some Vantus runes. We made 224 of those. We actually made more Vantus runes than Enchant Weapon Authority Adepts, even though I've got 18 fully decked out now, enchanters and scribes. I kind of wish I had more, like, because I've currently got more alchemists and tailors, and the tailors, clearly they're making the most amount of revenue for me now, but the profitability probably isn't there, like, because they cost a fair bit. And like, I remember Canada told me a couple of weeks ago, he said, man, you should think about ditching the tailors for enchanting, but like I'm so committed now, like it's the sunk cost fallacy all over. So like I put so much time and effort into it, I don't want to change. I just want to keep with it. And to be honest, I think I won't change. But I can see what he means. Like if the goal is to get to 100 million, I'm going to get up at the moment, according to the math, I'm going to get to 100 million sooner if I switch to enchanting. But like there is a little bit of a risk there because enchanting's the number one for, I'd say number one or number two, paired it up with alchemy. But I don't know, it's a bit risky for me, but I don't know. A flask of alchemical chaos. I made some of them as well with concentration, and at the same time I made harmonious horticulture because I did a recipe scan yesterday, and it said that this was the highest gold per concentration, and so I made a few of those, but they're just not really selling much. So this is the first time I've crafted them. It might be the last. I think with alchemy, I really honestly believe it's better to craft the consumables. This harmonious horticulture is really only used in like cauldrons, I think, and like the crafted trinkets, like the I think it's the alchemist stone trinket or whatever, I don't know. So I probably won't do this again because this is a one-time thing, and I reckon I'll focus more on the flask of alchemical chaos and the file of bountiful seasons. And the good thing about those two recipes, one's a flask obviously and the other's a file, but they all use the 4 herbs, excluding microbloom, you know. So they're using the Auburn, the Lure Drop, the Blessing Blossom, and the Ratha's Spear. So like, because I'm building up the alt army to like make those, and if I'm putting so much points in it, it only makes sense to make File of Bountiful Seasons and the Flask of Alchemical Chaos, just because it's going to have more value, and like crafters are going to use this one, and Flask of Alchemical Chaos is still technically the better flask, I guess, or in terms of player power anyway. But that all could change. But the good thing about alchemy is that we can be flexible with what we make, which is what I like. I wish tailoring had a bit like that. Tailoring, you only make in spell threads or fucking bolts. And speaking of bolts, I made a few bolts. These Duskweave bolts were pretty much pumped out from my my two tailor mains, because they're just spending their concentration. Like, instead of sitting on the concentration, I'm spending it. So these bolts here are from the two tailor mains, I guess. So that's really all. That's what I crafted, man. So yeah, just so you know. Let's have a look at the goal review. We go into the goal review. So we had create tailoring epic bolt craft video. Yeah, we did that. But we had a video come out last week about tailoring. I didn't really go fully in depth on it, like my results and stuff like that. But this week I'm definitely going to be crafting more bolts, I guess. I should make another video, or at least something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Create showcasing thaumaturgy and how it works. Yeah, I did put that out, but I sort of went a bit more, and I got to the conclusion like this is the meta for thaumaturgy, and really like because I've got two alchemists, I can basically get any material I want, common material, mind you. We're not talking like the 12 base reagents. Anything, if I want any of them, I'll just thaumaturge the cheapest stuff from now on, and just save myself even more money, because it all adds up at the end of the day. So for every hour, if you can save like 20k, but then buying, you know, like you do that 100 times, man, it's so much. It's like 2 million gold. It's stupid amounts. But like, it does take time, but like, we are converting our time for gold, and really, I just think that's the best thing going forward, fellas. I honestly do. So get your thaumaturgy guys up. Extra activities. What do we get up to? We got my 2 jewel crafters online to prospect ore from thaumaturgy. Oh yeah. So I'm getting numbers for my spreadsheets. Like I've processed 800,000 microbloom, 800,000 gloom chitin, and now I'm on the process of, I've only done 320,000 storm charged leather, so I'm going to keep going just so I can get a better average, because the results with storm charged leather is all over the fucking show. Like, the averages are weird, but that's why we sort of need a bit 800,000, and then my sheet's complete, and I might set that sheet up and then like give it away. Like make one so it's like a shareable spreadsheet, so people can like copy what I do and just see if thaumaturgy is good for them. And honestly, it'd be a great tool, but you sort of have to trust that I've put the numbers in correctly, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is the 2 jewel crafters, because I got 2 of each main profession, and I essentially, like, because I'm doing the storm charged leather, you get a shitload of iron claw ore, acurite, and you get some bismuth ore as well. So I just sent all the gems to the jewel crafters, right, after I finished thaumaturging it. And then I'm like, well, I might as well prospect the shit out of this. And as I was prospecting, I was getting like the materials that you need to make the vials. And I was like, well, I might as well make vials. And then I thought about it even more what I was doing. I'm like, man, I can make rank 2 vials, rank 3 vials if I want doing this. And like, I'm making profit from getting the cheap ore, and I'm making profit from selling the gilded vials as cheap as possible. And then that got me thinking. I'm thinking, man, if I can just thaumaturge all my shit, and then instead of selling it, I'll just turn it into more stuff. So really, alchemy and jewel crafting is going to be my bread and butter going forward, because once all my alchemists are fully done, like, I can prospect all my own rank 2 herbs, and then I can create my own rank 2 vials, and then I can use concentration and make my own fucking potions and flasks and all that shit. It's like a routine. It's a bit of a process, but like I know it's the most profitable because of the way you obtain the stuff, but like, is it profitable in terms of gold per hour? I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it is profitable, and that's what, if that's what I need to do to get to 100 million, then that's what I'll do. And unless I find something better, I guess, who knows? But focusing on consumable market is probably the better long-term play, because you got to think about it. Once everyone's geared up and they're sitting there, all they're doing is spending money on consumables. So we might long-term consumables might be the play, but. All right, so we'll head into the proof of gold section, already pre-recorded, obviously. We do it at the start, especially today's Tuesday. So we'll go through that now, and yeah, I'll see you when we come back. All right, boys, proof of gold time. Let's do it. Now we're going to log into Goldson, which is on the first account first, and we'll check the mailbox, because I put some auctions on last night. So we'll collect the mail, and then we'll go straight into recording it. Oh, no mail. Shit. Maybe I got outbid. Oh, doesn't matter. We want to go straight to the war bank, and we want to write it down. So the war bank's got 10,504,000. So we'll go back. We'll actually might have a little recap first. You can see we started the channel back on the 18th of June 2024, and we started off with 16 million gold. We actually had more back then than we do now, which is a bit of a shame. So we did what, 9 episodes in Dragonflight, and we started the War Within at 19 million. So you can see I put in orange, and since the 20th of August, we're doing this proof of gold every Tuesday since then. So we can see over time, I might actually put this into a graph and show it in the progress section going forward. So that's coming up in a minute. So after this, we'll go through the progression side, and I'll show you the graph of it. But really, all we're doing is we're summing up the total amount of gold in our war bank, guild bank, and our 2 accounts, WoW 1 and WoW 3. WoW 2 got banned. I think I made a video about how it got banned. Yeah, basically, don't leave fucking time walking when you hit level 80 or level 70. That's how it got banned. Just don't be a dick and just finish the run and then say thank you. Then leave. As soon as you hit 80, don't fucking leave. That's toxic, man. But anyway, so we're at the war bank. So what is it? 10,504 279. So that's looking good already. That's just in the war bank alone. We're already ahead. But while we're here, we get the count. So we use Alcoholic. Oh, there's my air fryer going off. I'm cooking sausages this morning, man. It's only like 7:30 in the morning. I'm air frying sausages. I'm gonna have some scrambled eggs, boy. I feel guilty for last week's food, you know. But we go alcoholic because we're fiends, and we scroll down. Oh, we don't really need to scroll down. It tells us how much gold is here. So we got 306,167, 306,167. Okay, and while we're here, we'll get the time played. So we've got 418, 3 hours, 2 minutes. 418, 3 hours, 2 minutes. We'll just double check that. 418.32. 418.32. All right, so that's all good. We might as well log into the second account now. We can log off the first account because we got all the data, I guess. Oh no, we need the guild bank. Shit, fuck's sake. Doesn't matter. We'll log into the second account because we'll open the guild bank on the second account. How's that? It's too early, mate. Tell you what. All right. So we've been chilling down in the Coreway doing dodgy all week. All right, guild bank. What do we got? We got 5. I don't think the guild bank's changed. 576. Yeah, it hasn't changed. It's the same. Okay, so we need WoW 3. How much gold we got? So alcoholic on this one. 303,920. 303,920. There you go. 303,920. And then the time played is 46,559. 46,559. There we go. All right, so that's all done. So we record our gold and our time played, and then we use those stats to determine how well we did for the week. And that's how I track it every week. It's pretty simple. Like there's no add-on really. I like tracking it in Google Sheets because it's just easier for me. And if anything happens, like there's an add-on fail in the game or something like that, I've got the Google Sheet there. But let's have a look. So we're up to 11,600,000 11.6 million. So that's pretty good. Let's see exactly how much that is. So we're up 2.4 million, nearly 2.5 million for the week. Shit. But let's see how much time we put in. I reckon we put in a shitload. Oh, actually, we put in 105 hours. Last week we put 113 in. Damn. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because we average it out anyway. So the average gold per hour for last week was 23,642 gold per hour. That's pretty good, man. Like my target is like 30,000 gold per hour average, right? Which would be pretty nuts if we could get that for the whole expansion. Because like you think about it, the way I'm calculating it is that I'm doing it by how many in-game hours I spend. Because like, you know what I mean? Like I could have 5 accounts and then I'll just go, oh, and if each account's making 20,000 gold per hour, then in my head I'm thinking, well, technically I'm making 100k per hour, but I've got 5 accounts, which doesn't make sense to me. So, but if you divide it by 5, you're really making 20k per account, which makes more sense because if someone's trying to compare themselves to you, and they only have 1 account, they're going to be like, oh, well, fuck, I need 5 accounts. But like if they can go, okay, like he's making this on average, then that's the metric I need to follow as well, or something like that. It's a bit more easier for the people following along at home to compare themselves to me. I've only got 2 accounts. I plan to get more accounts. Like I want to get 3 more accounts. So I have total of 5, which makes sense to me. Like going forward, like especially in Midnight, we want to have 5 accounts because we want to be competitive on the NA region, I guess. And I want to have 4 accounts basically crafting for 3 months straight, 12 hours a day for 2.5 months straight. And then we're going to have 1 account where we can just have a little play with, or, we can focus on 1 account and then have the other 4 churning away, and that's going to add up to our gold per hour average. But anyway, so we're still down 7.3 million, so we're not out of the hole yet. We've put 1,273 hours of in-game time on 2 accounts, so that's like 600 hours average each account since the launch, and our current gold per hour average is negative 5.8k. Pretty crazy, like. It should be in the green, but it's not. But we're going to get back there. So that's this week's Proof of Gold segment. We're going to head back to the main channel. Have a look for in progression. I'm going to put in the the graph of how it's a better illustrated way to see how I'm progressing in terms of gold and my projection. For the remainder of the expansion. I guess we can sort of work that out, eh? But yeah, that's enough for today. Proof of gold, sorry, but yeah, whatever. Rightio, cool. So proof of gold section done. Like it's always good to have proof of gold, in my opinion. Like don't trust, verify. I could say I got fucking 50 million gold. Like I could, no one could really check you, but like because I do the proof of gold, like I'm essentially showing everyone how much gold I have instead of saying how much gold I got. Because really, if I just said, I got this much money, like you blindly got to trust me, and I'm under the firm opinion of don't trust, verify. And if you know where that's from, mate, you know exactly where I'm headed in the future. So yeah, if you know, I guess. Long-term goals. What do we got here, fellas? We've done the Alchemists. The Tailors are nearly done. We're getting all the tunes to level 80. I made a video yesterday regarding how I'm going to do that. So I roughly got to get that 6 levels a day, roughly on average, before the next patch or season. And then hopefully we can get all that and get some recipes and sort of be first to the market. Hopefully we can make some gold in season 2, since we didn't really make any for season 1, which is a big shame for a goblin to not make any gold on the first of expansion. So that one I'm gonna hold dear to my heart, and I'll forever learn from that experience. So Midnight, here we come, boys. Stay with me. We can do it. We'll probably put another goal for like 100 million in Midnight and just see how long it takes to get there. Like that'd be pretty cool, actually. Like how long did it take me to get to 100 million in the War Within, and then Midnight, and then the Last Titan, and then all the other expansions. Like we make it like a goal every expansion to get to 100 million gold. Like, and and over time we might get there quicker because our experience is going to build and build and build. As I gain more knowledge and experience, I'm just going to get better and better at gold making. It's the same with any skill. You exercise it, and you're just going to get better and better. I just wish I did it with my muscles in my body, but really can't be fucked. But that's just the way I'm wired, man. You know, progression. We got a new one for this, or we got a new segment in progression. We're going to include a bit of a graph after this slide. But here, so we're at 72% towards level 80. So what's that? Another 28%, and we're home and hosed, mate. Tell you what, we're gonna focus on that. So maybe I do my leveling in the morning and hit my quota, get my 6 levels for the day, and then after I do that, then I can just go and do my my actual gold making, like thaumaturgy shuffle, and working on that routine. Because if you know, I wake up and I'll do my 8 mains. I'll do the patron orders on that every day, just to keep them up to date, and then I'll do my my concentration spend. If it's a concentration day, I'll spend my concentration, do the patron orders, and if that's all done, then I'll do the leveling of my alts, and then after that, after doing my six levels of the alts, then I'll do like thaumaturgy into like vials or prospecting or whatever, gem cutting. I don't know. It's like a priority system, and like once I finish with like the mains, I don't know, I'm just trying to structure the day so I'm as productive as I can be, I guess, because I think that having a routine is important. I've got 1 more week to go for the tailors, so we're at 94%, and like that's going to give us spell 340 points is nuts on 92 alchemists, man. And like I've pretty much got the same amount of points on my alchemy tunes as well, which is the same characters, which is even, and I'm actually going to get more points with alchemy than tailoring overall, like when I do the full build, and that's going to be sick. So I'm not sure when we get fully decked out in terms of knowledge points, like what are we going to do? Like, are we going to bother doing the patron orders still? We might. I really hope there's a better add-on out there to quickly do the patron orders as opposed to craft sim, because I love craft sim, don't get me wrong, but I only use parts of it, and I kind of wish there was like a smaller like add-on that just pairs with Auctionator and sort of calculate. You can input like Canada. Once he was telling the craft sim guy to put in like custom, like if there's a bag reward, he puts in his average price. So he wants to know like exactly how much money he's going to get for clicking the button. And I'm the same too. Like that would be cool. But like if someone out there is watching and is an add-on developer by chance, make like a light version to quickly pump through patron orders. Because what we normally do when we do the patron orders on multiple odds, we turn off all the add-ons just so it's quicker to log in. So if we just had one add-on, like say Auctionator for the price sourcing, and then that add-on to like do the patron orders, so you just quickly go in, click the table, it'll tell you which ones are in the green, and like you put in your prerequisites, like, or you know, if the order isn't making this much money and you're getting 10 artisan security, then it won't do it. So you can put in preferences, and it'll only do the ones that you want it to do. And then at the same time, like it doesn't tell, like it just uses the materials you have in the war bank. And if you run out, it'll come up with like no mats, like buy more mats. So then you quickly go, okay, I'm out of this mat. So I go onto my auction house mount, I buy a stack of 1,000 of this reagent or whatever I'm missing, put it in the war bank, then off we go. We're back into the patron orders, because we're going to be doing patron orders all the fucking time moving forward, i.e. mission tables. It would be really nice to get like an add-on that like TLDR that could just make it more efficient, more time efficient, so we can get through all of our old armies together. But that's me being optimistic out there. But like maybe someone's doing what I'm doing, and they're doing it. They're making an add-on for themselves. Who knows? But that's a bit of wishful thinking. Yeah. So we haven't even reached surplus yet. We haven't even broke even. My God. But hopefully in a couple weeks' time, maybe we can we can break even, and then we can start adding on to this 100 million goal. But we'll show you the graph for the next slide. So this one here, if you look at the screen, right. So the datum point from the start. So we've counted 72 weeks. That's how many weeks. That's 18 months. So that's what I think the patch cadence is going to be. So 18 months divided by 6 months is 3 seasons. So they might just have 3 seasons, and then they'll move into Midnight, have 3 seasons, then move into Last Titan, have 3 seasons. And then whatever they have planned after that, they might go back to 2-year seasons, or quite possibly, if they can get away with it, they'll keep the 18-month expansion routine going on, which would be good for us, I guess, because we're going to get more content and it's going to get delivered quicker. Because that Chris Metzman fella, he's like, oh man, yeah, fuck yeah. Like we're gonna try and give it to you quicker than you usually expect it. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. But anyway, so the red line here is the projection to get to 100 million, and you can see here the blue line is the actual progress. So at the start we went down when we should have really gone up. We should have made heaps of gold, and then once we made heaps of gold, we should have used that gold to spend on the alt army, and really, we should have been above this red line the whole time. But in reality, since for all the decisions that I've made, we're actually in the blue line and we're actually below where we're supposed to be, you know. And I've made this pink line. That's our current trajectory. So, like, technically, from launch until now, we're going to be hitting. We're going to be bankrupt by week 44, week 45 if we keep going at this trend. But there's another way to look at it. If you look from here, from week 12 onwards, we might be going up. So, as every week, we're going to add in a little bit of a step, and then hopefully we can get to this red line somewhere along this expansion, and it'll be even cooler if we actually made a bit more than 100 million. But 100 million's the goal. We're going to get there, guys, and it's all slow and steady. We win the race, you know, and the race is really between yourself. You know, what goals do you want to achieve in your life? You know, that's really the race. You don't want to compare yourself to any other person, you know, like, oh, such and such got this much gold, oh, such and such. Even comparing yourself to me, like you, like if you're a decent goblin but you don't like put content online and you're looking at this and going, well, I can make more money than this guy, you probably can. And like I'm obviously showcasing, you know, my journey over time, which I guess that's why you guys like my content, because I'm not like starting, you know, as a rich goblin, you know, basically showcasing how rich I am, you know, like I'm starting from like nothing really, and then I'm going to build my way up over time. And who knows, in 10 years, a decade from now, we could be 1 billion worth in gold. Who knows? That would be pretty cool title, billionaire, and have content the whole way from like nothing to 1 billion. That would be pretty cool. That would definitely give me a track record, wouldn't it? But let's move on, boys? New goals. So new goals, we want create minor herbalism video. So okay, I do have a minor herbalism good jewel gatherer, but I want a second one, and I purely want the second one to do like the shuffling, like of the rank 3 materials. So you know, you get 5 of a herb or and you can convert it from rank 2 to rank 3. And if you have like a shitload of like deafness on your gear and your talents and all that shit, you can like do it really, really quickly. So I'm thinking like because I make so many rank 2s with Orgy, maybe I could convert that into rank 3s and to either sell or create like flasks guaranteed or vials guaranteed. But it kind of makes sense to have, because I've got 2 thaumaturgy, 2 jewel crafters, and I've got 1 miner. So I'm going to make another minor herbalism, and I'm going to make a video on like how to do like sort of like a catch-up shuffle, you know, in a way, like to get the tools and that as quickly as possible. So I'll make a video on that for that this week, 100%. And then if we got time, we're going to create a raw gold method, gold per hour video, sort of like just another way to make easy gold, I guess, for like people starting, just doing raw gold, you know, like because if I started from scratch, man, I had nothing, I'll definitely start off with raw gold and then quests and just build up the army like slowly over time, and then that raw gold slowly use that to make more gold and just try to compound, invest it back into my army. But like obviously now I've got a pretty big army in my opinion, but like there's nothing stopping me making more. you know. And if I want 5 accounts, fuck, man, I could have my work cut out for me, but I don't know. I don't want to think about it just yet. I got too much on my plate, man. Like to make more fucking alts, but I definitely could make a couple, three more accounts and start making new professions on there just to help with my routine, I guess. But yeah, that's the new goals. Our conclusion, you know, where are we? I got positive thoughts, I guess. But yeah, I'm always positive for the future. Like, and I do tend to dwell in the past, but I'm trying to get away from that mentality. Like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Like that regretful mindset. Like, oh, I'm a victim, you know. But really, like, I'm a victim of my own. I'm almost my own worst enemy, man. Like I come up with all shit in my head. I'm like, yeah, I should do that, and then I get fixated on what I have planned, and I don't really adjust to the market conditions. Like, as you can see throughout the start of the video series, like I could have been doing heaps of more crazy gold profit, you know, activities, I guess, but I didn't. I was just so fixated on what I had planned, and I was just fixated on executing that plan. And because that plan never really worked out the way I hoped, like the tailoring section didn't make as much gold as I hoped. The alchemy going thaumaturgy on all the alts didn't make sense. I should have went files and flowers. Like everything I've done it wrong, you know. And when you do everything wrong, you can definitely see it in the graph and the gold, the balance of the gold. We've definitely gone down, 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 down. And now hopefully we can go back up from here for the remainder of the expansion and moving forward. But yeah, I tell you, I'm still positive, like, and I'm thirsty as fuck. I need to drink more water, man. But yeah, guys, thanks. If you like my weekly recap videos, you watch them every week. I truly thank you, because, you know, like, this is my version of like communicating with people, and I don't go outside. Like, I do talk to people when I drive an Uber, but it's most of the time it's just masking, because I just don't want to have my own opinion and people get upset with my opinion. And apparently I read in the if you're an Uber driver, you technically can't have an opinion. You have to remain like neutral, because you don't know who you got in the car. You could say something that could trigger someone that's sitting behind you, you know. Like, you sort of got to be a bit careful. So, but like, I try and let people talk first, and if sort of get a bit of a read if they're crazy or not, or if they're just, you know, whack job, then I'll start talking. If you know, like, the most weirdest shit is like getting someone that jumps in the front seat. Like, normally people sit in the back seat, but people that actively want to sit in the front seat, and then they don't talk the whole time, and it's like a 30-minute trip. You're like, man, why don't you sit in the back and go to sleep? Like, why do you sit in the front and then not talk? You know, it's just awkward. But anyway, you know, thoughts aside, I hope this video has got you a bit of insight, I guess, on how I'm making gold. Are you doing something similar? I guess. I hope so. Like, have you given up? You know, are you taking the spell? Are you playing Path of Exile too? I kind of want to wait until it goes free, and then all the bugs and that, just to get. I'm not watching any content online or videos, because I kind of want to go into it like fresh, and it's in like a virgin essentially. So when it goes free, I might do videos on that, on my reaction in that later. But I kind of want to learn it from nothing. Maybe make a video series about it later. Who knows? I might even be totally over World of Warcraft by then, but I doubt it. I kind of like this game. It's getting better and better over time, I think. At the same time, getting more addictive, but that's another story. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow on the Weight Loss Wednesday if you're into that kind of shit. I fucked up this week. I fell off the horse. Now I'm trying to get back on the horse. And thanks to that one guy commenting on my videos from the USA. Thank you, man, because your comment this morning, I read it and goes, go fucking carnivore, go, you can do it. You're going to get all this. Man, thanks. And you know who you are. But yeah, see you tomorrow. Catch ya.